Can you tell us about your two books, Baby Unicorn and Baby Dragon? Can you talk about them?
I love them. Oh, I love them. Well, let me tell you about the baby unicorn first, since that's the one that came out first. And somebody that I work really closely with and absolutely adore, and all the members of the Access team know her and adore her. And she was pregnant. And at one point, she confessed to me, she was about 6 months pregnant. She said, "It's weird. I don't feel a connection to the baby." And I was like, huh. So I did one of the sessions that I do that I call ESB, this energetic synthesis of being. And it was actually during a class. And there was this beauty of this connection that she and the baby developed. And it was like everybody in the room was crying because everybody could perceive it. You know, it's like being in the presence of a miracle. I mean, it was so beautiful. And I'm like, "How do you feel?" And she was on the table holding her tummy, crying. She's like, "Oh my God, this being is so beautiful." I'm like, "I know, she's amazing." And because we knew it was her. And so about 3 months later, we found that she texted us to say that the baby had been born. And what came for me was this thing that I just wanted to say to this beautiful being, this beautiful baby unicorn that had just entered the world. And it was about, we are here, we have your back. Your only task is to find out who you would like to be, and we will be here supporting you in choosing that. And it's not always going to be easy, but we will always be here for you. I mean, that was a little of the gist of it. And everybody that I sent it to cried, and I was like, "Oh, we need to get this to more of the world." So we created the Baby Unicorn Manifesto out of that. And out of that, Katerina Valentin, this highly talented, beautiful lady that I work with, added parts to it. And then we got this great illustrator. And it was so beautiful because so many adults would take the book and they would read it and they would cry, because this is something that should have been said to all of us when we were born, and should have been told to us, from my point of view, every single day. And one lady on the Access team, she had it sitting on her coffee table. She said she had 18 people in her house, in and out, over the course of a week. Every single one of them picked it up and read it and cried. And her teenage boys had friends over and asked her to read it to them. I was like, wow. So right after that, we also realized that not all children show up as baby unicorns. Okay, you know, those ones that are like breathing fire. So we realized that some children are baby dragons, but they also have their own unique way of bringing change to the world, and that they're not wrong either if we don't make them wrong. And they don't have to resist and react and fight against if we don't make them wrong. And so we wrote the Baby Dragon Manifesto in a similar vein, but it's a different book for those who have baby dragons as their children. And it's this beautiful acknowledgement of the fact that the baby dragon is here to burn down the old, to bring in the new. And so these are, I gotta say, those are two of my favorite books. I love them. I read them and I cry, and every time.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much. Well,